Hey everybody, just another video updating you guys on my refeeding on my 33-day fast. I think today's day 4, I believe. I'm still kind of recouping from my foot pain, a little swollen just underneath the joint. It was nice early this morning. I was up till like 5:30 in the morning the other day because I was in so much pain, so I slept late, which means I had to stay up late again. And I was fine, and I made the trip to the store, but I think when my foot was comfortable and pain-free, and I put pressure on it, I should have just stayed off of it for another 24 hours. So right now, it's been in pain all day. Not bad though, not really bad at all. I slept like 1 hour. Or slept maybe an hour and a half. But it was fine when I fell asleep. It just light pain. I woke up and there it happens. It's starting to be painful again, so I had to use some crutches to move around today. We had service here at the church. Today I finally got to enjoy potluck with the church. It was the first time since I've been here I've got to do that. They ate their normal foods, some beans that smelled great, some fried potatoes I saw, some salad, some other stuff, and I had a head of romaine lettuce and a little small cantaloupe. And cantaloupe has been one of the biggest foods that I disliked. I used to hate watermelon, but I overcame that and I love watermelon now, but cantaloupe was always one of those things that I was just not too fond of. I have kind of eaten it more in the past, maybe a year or two ago, trying to get used to it more, considering I'm trying to adapt my taste buds. And it wasn't too bad. I remember when I was younger, it was awful to me, but now, I'm telling you guys, I love me some cantaloupe. It's pretty good. I don't mind it at all, especially with my taste buds as they are right now. And the romaine lettuce, oh my goodness, I've been wanting greens for the longest time. And honestly, it tasted like a buttery, oh my goodness, just romaine lettuce. I mean, just romaine lettuce. The bottom white part is a little more bitter, but in a good, delicious way. And then you get to the darker leafy green. And I'm telling you guys, just eating lettuce. I actually early this morning, I was wanting something besides apples, so I cracked into the romaine, and just romaine lettuce is so good. It's sweet. It's like buttery. I don't know. I can't describe it, but I'm gonna be eating more greens now. I got a bag of spinach in there. I'm gonna tear up in a day or two. Oh man, I got all the food I showed you guys yesterday in this video is pretty much what I'll be eating. But that cantaloupe, I mean, it was a small. I mean, I could probably fit it in my hand. So I ate the whole cantaloupe over the course of, oh man, maybe an hour and a half. Everyone was eating, and I kind of just ate slow, and I ate the lettuce with it. So I kind of spanned all that. I ate the whole thing over a course of a long period. But all of that, all this high water stuff, I've been eating nothing but raw fruits and veggies, SOS free, salt, oil, sugar free. Oh man, no processed, no cooked, just raw fruits and veggies for now, at least for a good while. I'm kind of liking it. I'm kind of liking the build up. It's almost like I was talking to a friend and telling her how it would be cool to just kind of gradually build up to better and better foods. Like, oh, I'm level mango now, and later on, months down the road, I'll move up to like level sweet potato, which it kind of makes it exciting and fun. And just eating super plain and simple and enjoying just celery or just lettuce. But crazy, gross water fasting, eating stuff. It's just part of it. But I had a bowel movement today. Finally, 4 days of refeeding, so there was a bunch of stuff in there, and it was pretty great. It was how a plant-based bowel movement should be with a clean digestive system. I'm telling you guys, it's how it should be. It was, anyway, it's gross, but it's interesting how it took a long time. And what it is, you have to have food to move food. So it took a while for all that food to go through the entire digestive tract. So you have the long intestine, the small and the large intestine. But yeah, that's an interesting thing. So day 4, refeeding update. I had cantaloupe, romaine lettuce, and this morning I had 1 apple when I first woke up. And I had 2 bottles of water, and I'm going to have to drink more. I had some dark urine. I'm trying to get a lot more water from my eating, so, if I can get more water from my cucumbers and watermelon and stuff like that, that's even more pure source of water than whatever water I can find. So, anyways, guys, ouch, move my foot. And I'm just trying to keep it still. But just an update on my refeeding. If you guys have any questions or ideas or anything like that, these updates on these refeedings are going to be kind of boring because it's basically what I bought in the previous video. So I think tonight, I don't know if I'm going to hit the spinach up just yet. It's kind of fun, taking it easy and saying, well, I'm going to hold off on maybe the mangoes right now. I'm going to hold off on the papaya. Or even hold off on the oranges. Or the carrots. I don't even like carrots. But I'm kind of intrigued on eating a carrot. I mean, I've eaten carrots before, and I've just snacked on carrots before. But I've never liked them excessively, the texture and the whatever. But they are a higher sodium vegetable, which I'm kind of curious to just eat them for their sodium content and, their nutrient density too. There's a lot of beta carotene in them, a bunch of other great stuff, vitamin A, I think, a whole bunch of vitamins, minerals in all these vegetables I'm eating and fruits. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna keep on doing my my eating raw, and I hope to expand my food next week and maybe add some stuff I didn't have this week. Whatever you guys do, just eat nutrient dense. Eat high fiber rich, high water content, whole plant-based foods. And keep the salts and oils and the sugars out. You don't need them. They're going to be stimulants to make you overeat needlessly. You can eat cooked food. I'm just going to kind of play with the really super clean eating right now because, you have the starches and stuff which are going to be more caloric. So I'm kind of building my way up to it. And I'm loving it. I feel super great. I think the greens are going to be a huge addition because the greens, you're going to get the nitrates, you're going to get the vasodilation effect from those nitrates and the arginine in those greens. So, guys, mix your greens and some watermelon. Get some citrulline from watermelon, get some arginine from the greens. Eat high nutrient dense greens. Get the kale. I want to find some kale. I just want to start munching on kale as a snack. Even if it's strong or fibrous, I kind of want to experience it and push through any kind of odd feelings towards it. And that's the thing. Any kind of addition you can add to your arsenal of food. Imagine if you have this like arsenal and you're like a backpack or whatever in your mind or whatever of food, and you don't like a vegetable or a fruit. You need to fast and start eating that and getting your body to love it. Even though you don't, do it over and over and over until you neuro-adapt to it. Because if you can take something you hate and make it something that you at least tolerate or at least have regularly, and it's a beneficial, nutrient-dense food, you just add it to your arsenal of food. You're adding to your entire menu that you can eat. And that's pretty big, guys. Whenever I didn't like watermelon and maybe spinach and greens and kale and stuff, and I kept eating it until I loved it. Now, I love spinach. I love watermelon. And guess what? The effects I get from them, they're worth it. And it's like more food that I can eat. I eat so much more variety than I did before. Used to, it was just fast food. Like, come on, guys, have you not had enough? that was what I told myself. You know what, me and Me and fast food, we're done. You know, a friend of mine used to eat po' boy sandwiches, and he lost a bunch of weight. He's like, me and po' boys don't talk anymore. You know, you guys, have you had enough of the highly pleasurable, damaging foods yet? I mean, try to get back to basics. Reset the taste buds, reset the mind, get the system cleaned out, feed it with whole nature. You know what I mean? Get the feeling that if you haven't yet. And I hope to make a habit out of like just chewing kale. Just kind of just almost like a chewing tobacco. Another friend of mine talks about chewing kale almost like a tobacco because he used to chew tobacco. So I think I'm just going to start getting more nutrients that way just to test it out and just do more experimenting. And guys, it's just so cool. And just work your way up, and I don't know, lots of thoughts on it, but I'm not going to rant. I'm going to cut it short. I'm not really cutting it short. It's already kind of 11 minutes long. But guys, no matter what you're doing, whether you're getting healthy, whether you're losing weight, whether you're doing anything in life, you know what I'm going to say. Embrace the journey. Love y'all.